the session was already over. That's we had to start again. Now, Peter just came in, and I also want to again explain something to La. Now, in Microsoft Excel, there are different ways of achieving the same thing. All right. Like, I'm going to give you the next example now. You understood how we made the first calculation, how we got this 800. How did we get that? We were trying to look for the amount. The amount, how do we obtain the amount? We simply said equals to, I start again here so that you can see what I'm trying to do. I'll delete this one. I'll delete this one so that we can be on the same page. Now, this is an information we're trying to like process. I went to the market and then I bought the following items from the following customer. The first person I bought something from was Mr. Malam Yusuf, and I bought eggs from him. How many eggs did I buy from him? 8. At how much? 100. Now, for me to know the amount of eggs I bought, what am I going to do? I'll put my equals to sign first. That's the first thing you should do whenever you're calculating with Excel. So equals to sign first, and then I move straight toward the cost of the eggs. The cost of the eggs multiplied by the quantity of eggs I bought. So I now equal to sign, I pick the cost of the eggs, then times the quantity. Then I enter. That's how I got 800. Now for the next one here, it's the same formula I'm going to apply here. If I simply drag it down, I can simply drag it down. Look at this cell, this small box here, this small dot here. I just left click. I left click and I drag it down. Once I do that, the formula that is here on this particular cell is being copied down to the next cell. Ola, do you understand that?
Yes.
You understand that,
Very
right?
clear.
Okay. So
Yes,
there's another way
clear.
you can achieve this by simply copying Control C. Then I bring it down here, Control V. You see that I'm copying the formula. Because of that equals to sign, I'm able to copy and to paste the formula from anywhere in the record. You understand what we're trying to do now? So far we have 3 records here. This is the first record, Malam Yusuf, the second record, the third record. Now let's make the full record now. The full record will be for Brown. I bought something from Mr. Brown. Okay, what did I buy from Brown? I bought pen from Brown. And now how much is the pen I bought from Brown? 70 naira. All right. Now, how many pens did I buy from him? I bought 3 pens. I move on. What is the amount I spent buying pen from Mr. Brown? What do I do? Ola, can you tell me what to do? Hello, Ola.
You can just go back to the 1,500.
Okay.
Then you copy the formula.
Okay,
You
I
just
copy.
drag it down.
I drag it down, right? Fine.
Yes.
That's how to do.
And it gives you, yes.
Exactly. That is just how to make it work.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay.
Hi.
We lost somebody in the class now. Allow me continue again. Now that we've established something, I'm just trying to establish how we use Microsoft Excel. That's just what I'm trying to do. Now that we're done with that, what if I want to find out the total amount that was spent in the market? How do I find the total amount that was spent in the market? So I'm going to come down here and I write my total. All right. So I'm looking for the total amount. What am I going to do? There are different ways of achieving this. There are different ways. I would do it like this. I could do it like this. First of all, I use my equals to sign. You hearing me? I now say it's 800 plus 750 plus 1,500 plus 210. Then I enter 3,260. That's one way of achieving that. You get what I'm trying to say? That's one way. I simply add them one after the other. But that method is quite cumbersome. All right? The method is quite cumbersome. I don't want to use that method. I'm going to do it the next another way. I can simply say, okay, I'll use my sum function. Sum, see what I did, equals to sum. As I type sum, the IntelliSense bring it out here. I double click and sum comes out for me. And I pick it down to the first value then, and I click and I drag it down. Then I enter. I still have the same value, 3,260. Is that all right?
Yeah.
Ola, is that all right? Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, did you get what I just did?
Not really.
Oh, okay, let me do it again. I was trying to say that there are different ways of achieving one thing with Excel. Now, the second way I'm going to achieve this is this. I can simply say equals to, I'm using a function called sum, S-U-M. Look at it here. I double click on it, it comes out. What do I do now? I now move my cursor to the first value there. Then I left click on my mouse and I drag it down. When I'm done, I press enter. I still have the answer. Did we get that?
Yes, I got it.
All right.
Yeah.
There is still another way of achieving this same thing. And I'm going to use the formula. I'm going to come here. I go to my formula here. Then I say auto sum. Look at it. Can you see my listen? I click on auto sum and automatically I'm getting the same result. Did you see that?
Okay.
I'm using three different approaches to solve one problem. So there are different ways that you can use to solve a problem with Microsoft Excel. Is that all right?
Okay, yes.
All right. So out of the three ways, which one is the shortest? Which one is the best for you?
The formula.
Okay. The one that I did the formula function, right? Auto sum.
Yeah.
The auto sum, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So that is what we can achieve in Microsoft Excel. If I want to also find the quantity, number of quantity here, see what I'm going to do. Please open your eyes. I can simply do like this. I can copy Control C and I put it down here, Control V. What am I doing? If I double click here, you're going to see the highlighted cells. What I'm trying to do is that I am copying the formula that is here and I'm pasting it here. If I don't want to copy and paste, I can simply put my cursor here, then I drag it to the left like this, and then the answer will still come out for us. So what I'm trying to do here is to show us the different ways we can achieve a particular result in Microsoft Excel. I don't know whether we get what I'm trying to do.
I'm getting it.
Exactly. Now, the next question you might ask me is, how was I able to achieve this yellow and red colors here? How did I do that? Let me show you how I did that. I click here. I drag it like this. Then I go home. And I come to my fill option. There are different colors there. I choose my red. Let me choose green this time around. Green. And I come to my font here. I can choose a different font color. Let me say white. Is that all right? Is that all right?
Yes.
I click from here. I drag it like this down. Then I come to where I have my font fill. I can choose the color I like. Let's say I'm choosing this particular color. Let's say I'm choosing this one. And that's it. Now, how about if I want to put the borders, as you can see here? I come down here where we have the font. You just click on here, all borders, and then I have my borders. How about if I want to bold my work and make it thick? I simply come here, boom, because it's already been highlighted for us. That's why when I just click on this B or Control B, it gives me this embolding. Is that all right?
Yes.
Is that all right? Ola, is that all right?
Okay, let's go.
All right. So with this, we are now going to move into what we want to do with Microsoft Excel. I was just trying to show you one or two things you can achieve in Microsoft Excel. As we keep going, as we continue, you're going to be seeing these things as we continue along the way, because I'll be repeating one or two steps. I'll be repeating one or two formulas and all of that, so that we can be on the same page. So let's move to the work we have for today. We move to the next. There's a look at this. This is what we call an Excel workbook. Whatever document you do with Excel is called a workbook. And in the workbook, we have worksheet. So this is a particular workbook for Excel called Text Values Excel Bootcamp. And now in the Excel workbook, we have different worksheets. And now the first sheet here was an overview of Excel. The next one now is the text value. We are going to be dealing with how to deal with text. How do we deal with text with Microsoft Excel? Now, looking at this particular one, you see that how are you going to be dealing with text values? How are you going to be dealing with text values is what we're dealing with right now. There are some functions that you have to know as someone that is going to be using Excel to work. Now, the first one we have there is the upper, lower, and the proper functions. Please get to understand these functions properly. Now, on this part here, we have data. Some names are here, James Berger, for Usman, and all of that. Now, we have the upper, we have the lower, we have the proper. What does it mean? For the upper here, the upper function will help us to put our text in capital letters. How do we get this function? Equals to upper. I double click here and I select the text and then I enter. What I have is going to be in uppercase. I'm going to show you what I'm going to show you properly now, because what we have here is in uppercase, so you may not really get it. And let me do the lowercase. To get the lowercase of this text, what do? Equals to lower. Lower, it comes up, we double click, and we select this text. And every of the text that I'm selecting, this text here will turn to lowercase, like this, as you can see. It turns to lowercase. All right. Now, if I want to make it in the proper text. Hello.
Hello?
Yeah, we want to make it in the proper text where we're going to have the first text. The first word will be, the first letter of the first word will be in capital letter. The second one will also be in capital letter. The rest will be in small letters. We're going to use a proper function. So what do? I say equals to proper. I double click on it and I select this and boom, James Berger. This is the right way by writing people's name. Did we get that? Did we get that?
Yes.
All right, let me do it again another time. And another time, let me do it again. For this particular for Usman, I want to make, okay, it's already in uppercase, but let me see the formula I'm going to use here. So I say equals upper. Then I select the text. It's going to be in capital letter. Let's say I want to make lowercase of what we have here. What do? Equals. Hello? Ola, can you tell me what I'm going to do now? What's the function I'm using here for lowercase?
Just start lower.
Lower, good.
Yes.
I double click this.
Then double
I
click.
select it.
Then tap on the text and put your equal, enter.
All right. Now, how about
Just
the proper?
enter.
Favor.
Yes, put equals to.
Favor.
Sir?
Yeah, tell me what to do now for the proper.
I don't know, sorry. I was not paying attention when you said all of
pay
this.
attention.
I just
All right,
Thank
all
you.
right. Now listen, I want to make this for Usman here to be in a proper text. What am I trying to say? That this Paul here, everything here is in capital letter. On Paul to be capital letter P will be capital letter, but the rest will be small letters. And Usman here, you will be capital letter, the rest will be small letter. So what do? Equals to proper. It comes up, I double click on it. Then I select for Usman and I enter. It comes to a proper what do I call it now? This is a proper function I'm using here to make sure that the first letter of the first word is in capital letter. The second word, the first letter of the second word is also in capital letter, while the rest of them is in small letter. Do we understand that?
Yes.
Now, for me now, I don't want to put the formulas again. What do? I'll simply select it from here. I drag it down, and the formula will affect every other one here. I can now select this one too. I drag it down, and the formula affect every other person here. I do the same for this one. I drag it down, and the formula affect every other name here. Do we understand? Another way I can do that is this. Now, let me show you something. I can select all of them at once, all three at once like this, and I drag it down. It will affect every other names I have on my spreadsheet. Do we understand that?
Yes.
All right, so now I can move over to the next function here. Chinaza, did you get what we just did?
Yes, I did.
All right,
Yes.
okay. Let's move to the next one now. Now we are dealing with text. How do we deal with text data? Is what we are trying to do, because when you get to data cleaning, when you get to trying to structure data that is unstructured, you have to use knowledge of this. All right. Now we just dealt with capital letter, small letter, and proper on all of that. Now let's move to the next one. Here's the data here. Now we have len, the len function. How do we use len function, and what is len function for? Len function will return the number of characters that you have in the text. The number of characters that you have in the text. For instance, now, I want to know the total number of characters that we have in James Berger. What do? I say equals to len, double click, and I select it, and I enter. It shows that we have 12 characters in it. Do we understand? Do we understand?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
please just show me that you understand. I want us to really be on the same page. All right. Okay, so you get. Okay. All right, now let's do for this particular one, Paul Usman. Let's calculate the number of characters that we have there. What do I do? Someone should tell me what to do.
Equals
len,
double click,
Paul Usman.
click on the character, put your enter.
Good. And that's 10. Do we understand?
10.
All right. Now let's
Yes,
move to
sir.
the next function.
I don't understand how we came about the 10.
How I got 10. Now let's count.
I understood how we got 10.
Let's count. See.
What is really the 10?
Let's count it. We are looking for the number of characters that we have in this text. We see Paul.
Okay.
P1,
That's
8,
1,
2, 3, L4.
Okay. I got
Then
it
there's
right.
a space there. That space is still a character. 5. Usman.
I got it.
S7, M8, A9, and N10. Did you understand?
Okay. Yes.
All right, so if I simply drag it down like this, you see understand, ba?
Yes. You are copying the common formula.
All right, let's do it again. Let me see. Chinaza. Let's tell the number of characters that we have. Chinaza Favor has 14 characters in her name. All right.
Okay.
Let's look at
sir.
Oluchi. Gladys. Let's see. Oluchi Gladys after. Do you know why the thing just calculated on its own? Because we have dragged the formula down to that point. So Excel is very intelligent to know, okay, this one is trying to achieve. You get it? All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let me see. Ola D. Olaya D. All right.
Olaya. Yes.
You get that right?
Yeah.
You move to the next.
Yes, sir.
All right. Now this one is very important too. Now, for instance, now if we want to find, we're dealing with the let function here. I want to pick out the leftmost functions, the leftmost characters, sorry, in the text. The leftmost characters in the text. So I'm starting from the left of this particular text. Now, the leftmost characters, the ones that start the text, I'm going to start from here. I say equals left. I double click. The next thing is going to ask from which text are you looking for? I select this particular text. Number of characters,
Yeah.
let's say 4. I'm looking for the first characters in James Berger. I want to return the first 4 characters in James Berger. You get it now?
Yeah.
So I select
Yeah.
James Berger first, comma 4. And now I enter. It gives me what? James. Did you get that?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
All right, let me do for Paul now, Paul Usman.
Paul,
I
okay.
want to return the first 2 characters. The first 2 characters from the left of Paul Usman. What do I do? Equals to what? Left.
Left.
Double click.
The character.
Select the text. All right. I'm looking for just the first 2 characters. So I say
All
Comma.
and I enter.
Enter.
You get that?
Yeah.
Ah.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
1 minute. Let me try to. I don't know why this guy is out.
It's clear.
You get that perfectly right? Now the
Yes.
same
Of
thing
course.
with the right function. Now look at the right. I want to be returning the number of characters. Let's say the first 3 characters from the right, from James Berger. This time around, I'm moving from the right. You get it?
Because
What do I do? I say equals to right. I double click. I select the text. You get it? Comma.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then what? The first characters from the right. The first 3 characters. 3. And I enter. G-E-R. Did you get that?
All right.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay, now. Oluchina, tell me what to do. I want to return AN in Paul Usman. How do I return AN? Just AN alone.
Yeah, it's a long story.
Right.
Oh, yeah, tell me now.
Excuse me.
Oluchi,
Usman, comma 2.
no, tell me. I'm not hearing you. Are you hearing me? Favor.
Sir, I hear
Okay.
you.
Favor, I want to return AN
I'm having
in
to
Paul Usman. Let's hear from Favor first. I want to return AN in Paul Usman. How do I do that?
Okay, what you do is you say equal to
Okay.
right,
Right.
equal to right, comma
Okay.
2. You select this
Right.
cell G4 abi what? Yes, select it.
Yes. Okay.
Put it. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Select yes, and then enter. Oh, no, wait. Comma 2.
Comma what? 2.
2.
Good. Perfect.
Yes, then enter. Yes, that's fine.
You get the gist, right?
Of course, yes.
Okay. Okay. Let's do the next one. Okay. Oluchi, now is your turn. Oluchi. Oluchi. Hey. Cannot hear. I
Yes.
cannot hear your voice. Oh. Oluchi, have you gone to the kitchen?
Oh.
It's possible. Hey. Oyana. Okay. Ola, let's talk.
Okay. Okay.
All right, now. Ola, we want to return. I want to return the first 6 characters from the left of this text, Great Vistas.
Okay.
How do I do that?
Just put in your equal to left.
Okay.
Double click. Select the word. Then place your comma. And figure 5. Just put
5.
your enter.
Okay, 5.
Yes, then you have your so it will give you
No,
great.
I said the first 6. I wanted 6. So
the first 6. Okay, then you put 6 instead of 5. Sorry.
All right. So we have great. There is a space there.
So,
this
yes,
small space is
that
also
equals to
all
left.
Right.
Double click.
What I want to take from the left, from the right.
Choose
The first 6 from the right. Go ahead.
So
All right.
Uh-huh. Let's go. Tell me now.
is it me?
Yeah, you.
Is it me?
Yes.
Okay. Put your equals to,
Okay.
then type right,
Okay.
double click,
Okay.
then select the character, then put
Okay.
your comma.
Okay.
Then if it is this character, then put 6
Okay.
and enter. Then
Good.
you have
Yeah.
Vista.
Did you get that?
All right.
No
Yes.
Yes,
point
sir.
talking much about that. I can simply select these two like this, then I drag it
Yeah.
down.
Uh-huh.
We move, right? We done with that.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
of course.
we've learned 6 functions already now.
Yeah. 1, 2,
Okay,
3,
Oluchi, is she
4,
back
5.
now?
Yes,
Oluchi,
I'm
are
here,
you
I'm
back
here.
from the kitchen?
Uh-oh.
Are you following us at all?
Oh,
I want to visit that kitchen now.
yes,
I
yes,
don't
yes.
know how to do nothing.
We have to visit your kitchen one day. We are not hearing you. Okay. The next function is very, very important. We're going to be dealing with now. Are we together?
Yes,
Yes.
yes. We're
Now,
together.
the next function we're dealing with is the clean and the trim
Yes.
function. Now, why are these functions important? Sometimes when you are dealing with data cleaning, sometimes there are some spaces that are there that are unwanted. So instead of you to be using your deleting them, trying to remove those spaces manually, they're going to be using these functions to deal with those spaces. And two, when you're importing data from maybe online or wherever, and then this later has some characters that are that are not printable. There are some like unprintable characters. How then do we remove these unprintable characters? That's what we're going to be doing. So we have what we call the clean function, and we have the trim function. Let's start with the clean function. Now, looking at this data set here, I select it. You see that this data set is not really a proper text because there is one small something. Can you see that character that is there? One strange looking character. Can you see one small box? Can you see that?
Yes, I
Yes,
can see.
yes, yes,
This small box like this,
yes,
it's not supposed to be
yes.
there. That character is an unprintable character. Now, for the sake of this example, how did I bring that character out? Coming to my formula box here, I said character 7 and James Berger. That's how I brought that character out now. Now, the reality here is this. Whenever you're copying text from maybe an online source in Excel, sometimes you're going to have strange characters like this. How then do you remove that character? You're going to use the trim, the clean. Please listen, the clean function. Now, how do we do that? See what I'm going to do. I believe this one too. Clean function equals to equals to clean. Can you see? I double click.
Yes.
Oh, we have about 10 minutes to go. Clean. Then I select this James and I enter.
Yes.
Did you see that that is now very clean? James Berger.
Yes.
That small, that
Yes.
character that is strange is not there again. Did you observe that?
Yeah,
You observed that, right?
of course.
Okay. Now that we have that one clean, let's move again down to the next one. Looking at this one again, we have Paul Usman. Now, for this particular text, we have that unprintable character. That unprintable character, and then there is a white space. That doesn't really make sense. We are going to first of all use the clean function to remove that unprintable character. Are we together?
Yes.
Are we together? Now, what we are trying to do is remove that unprintable character that doesn't allow your text to look clean. So what do? Equals to clean, double click, and I select this, then I enter. Now, what do you observe? That unprintable character is what? Is gone. Do you understand?
Yes. But the space is there.
But the space is there. That's why we're going to move to the next character here. Now that we have cleaned our text, let us now trim it to remove that extra space. That's why the clean and the trim function, they work together. You first of all trim it before you now clean it. Now we have the Paul Usman. The unprintable character is gone. Hey, I did not record this. Okay, the unprintable character is gone. And now I want to remove the space. What do I do? Equals to trim. And I select this, not this one, no. This particular Paul Usman. I select it and I enter. Did you see that space is gone? Did you observe that?
Yes.
Did you observe that?
Yes, I did.
All right. So what do we see there? We see that we use the clean and the trim function together. The clean function helps us to remove all those unprintable characters, while the trim helps us remove all the spaces that are not wanted in the text.
Yeah.
Now let's do another example. Okay. Favor.
Yes,
Favor.
sir.
Okay. Tell us what to do now.
Yeah.
How do we clean these particular grade vistas?
Okay. We go to clean.
Okay.
Select grade cell equal
Okay.
then enter.
Okay. Then I
Yes.
enter. Chicken. Did you see that it's gone now? That unprintable character is gone. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Now for this particular text, is it clean or not clean?
It's clean.
It's clean already, right? Okay.
Yes.
To be on the let us read for fulfilling righteousness sake equals yeah, clean. Sometimes you can just do it like that. Clean, bring it. It's already clean. All right. How about the next one? Let's see. Move it down. Drag it down.
Yeah.
Is it clean?
No, it's clean, but not trim.
It's clean, but it's
No,
not trim. Good.
trim. Yeah.
All right, Oluchi, what do we do? Okay, somebody just entered now. Great. Mr. Great just entered the building. Oh yeah, Mr. Great. Great. Unmute yourself. We can see you. Hello, great. This one the biosphere for road. Oh yeah, let's leave him. Oluchi. Oluchi. Hi. Oluchi is in the kitchen. Oh yeah. Well, now tell us what to do now.
Okay. Well,
now, which particular text is not trimmed?
we have love.
Okay, so what do we do?
So we can copy from
this one bar.
Paul Usman. Then we can copy
drag
the
it down,
formula
sharp. No time.
So that won't save our time.
All right. This one here is still having that issue. I drag it up.
Okay.
Are we good?
Wow.
All right.
Yes,
Yeah.
All right now. So how many functions have we learned so far now? How many functions have we learned so far?
8.
8. You've learned 8 functions. Put them in your head because they are very important. Let's move to the next one. We have just 5 minutes to go. So normally after 5 minutes, we'll come back again. We understand now?
Okay.
We have one more session before we wrap up for the day.
All right.
All right. Oluchi, are you back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, somebody call Lucio Dihobanisi. Why is she in the kitchen now? Oluchi. All right, let's move. Let's move on.
I'm here. Oh, it's network. I'm here.
Okay. The network is giving us kitchen vibes. Network giving us kitchen vibes. Oh yeah, let's get back to business now. All right, the next functions we are dealing with now is the exact, the find, and the search function. The exact, the find, and the search function. Now, for the exact function, let's start with the exact function. The exam function will be comparing two texts to see whether they are identical, whether those two texts are one and the same. If they are both the same, then it's going to return true. Otherwise, it's going to return what? False. Are we good?
Yes.
Are we together?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, please don't unmute yourself. Don't unmute yourself. Don't mute yourself. Let's be interactive. Now, what do? I'm going to do the exact function here. Equals to, there are two data here. We have James Berger and we have James, whatever what this is. I'm now going to compare both of them. So I now say exact, double click the first one, comma, the second one.
The second.
And I what? Enter.
All right.
What happened there? It says what? False. Those two texts are not the same because the spelling of beggar is missing an E here. This particular beggar is missing an E, so it's false. All right. Now let's now check it out for the next one. Oh, I'm going to simply drag the formula. Of course, we know that already. I'm not going to talk about that too much. What did it return? True.
Okay.
Because I'm comparing the first data with the second data and they are spelled correctly. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. Now look at this one. Great vistas. See what I'm going to do? I bring this one down. What did he say?
It's false.
Why is it false?
I don't know. Because
Now this is where the learn function comes to play. Now let me show you something that you'll be using different functions. I can see why it is false, but you may not see. Now, why is it so? Let me use the learn function to try it out. Equals to learn. Learn of this one. 12. This one is 12 functions, 12 characters. Let's try the second one. Learn. 13. Why is it so? Looking at this particular one,
the space in between the
you see that space? You see that space?
Yes.
That is the space that caused it to be false. So if I remove that space and I enter, it turns true.
Okay.
So these are small things you should be doing while you're dealing with data cleaning. Understand? So you don't say, oh, why am I having error? Why am I? If you do not look at it, scrutinize it, you may not be able to understand why you are having those little errors. I have 1 minute and we are going to go off. You understand? So get ready. So if it goes off, you still come back again as usual.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Meanwhile, call your friends again. This is the last lap we are going. It's going to off now. It's going to end now. Yeah. Class rep.